Some of the names have been altered or edited out to protect the identities of those involved.
Oh, that's some good pussy.
Whoa. Good goddamn, it must be another fucking Tuesday right here in the house. It's your favorite podcast coming back at you, the Tip Rail Podcast. That's fucking right. Hell yeah. Today, we got over here on the left side of me, give it up for that one and only gentleman named Dave.
Oh shit, I think that's me. Hello.
It is you. That's very fucking true. Anyway, getting it on over here down this way, it's Big Motherfucking Jon.
Yo, yo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bringing you some of that fucking fine action in the podcast forms, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, what are we feeling? What are we starting with today?
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Ooh.
Got any ideas?
As becoming a tradition on the Tip Rail Podcast, spinning the wheel of fucking topics over here. I think that realistically we should start with.
Is it Weird Shit Tuesday? Did we just talk about the weirdest shit?
I mean, every fucking Tuesday is a weird shit
true.
Tuesday.
That's
so,
true.
Well, I mean, we've all had different kinds of jobs. We've all had different things in our lives, different paths, different roads, if you will.
fuck yeah.
What's a fucking crazy story from a job that isn't at a strip club? Anybody got in it? Because I mean, I've got a couple.
Okay, I got one.
I got
And
some.
it doesn't have poop involved in this.
Oh
one.
shit! No way. That's
I'm
that's.
so sad.
I know, right?
We know the listeners want to hear all about the poop stories.
Yeah.
And if you do, hit us up in the email.
So
We'll send you poop fucking videos.
So I used to work at a Best Buy in Pittsburgh, and I was Geek Squad. And
Dun, 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 dun.
about this time of the year, holiday season,
Oh my god.
fucking people were just coming in out for the deals. And there was a family that came in that were getting new cell phones, which was right across from my area. I could look directly into them. And we had a couple chairs out front of Geek Squad for people to sit and wait for the computers. And this guy brought his mother-in-law to sit down on one of the chairs while they were finishing up getting brand new cell phones. And at this point in time, this is when like the pink Razor came out. And it was the big fucking thing.
Yeah.
So this is
right.
just to
Wow.
date this.
Yeah.
Like this is like Halo 3, like 2007 kind of shit.
I'm imagining this geriatric old woman. Am I correct? Or-
No. She wasn't that old.
okay.
I would say late 60s.
Okay. All right.
And she was just chilling in a fucking the chair.
Mhm.
It's like menopause, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, around that.
further-
That's around that. It's the golden age
Yeah,
of
it's-
aging. You know, like
Yeah, she's still got some. Well, anyways, so the
Not worry about it, right? That's what we're talking about.
right.
Yeah.
So then another customer comes in, sitting next to her, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just working away, and he just kind of looks at her, looks at me. We look at each other. He goes, "Hey, I think she's dead."
oh shit.
And what? Yeah.
Oh.
So he touches her, and she just slumps over.
Oh my
You're
fucking
so-
god.
So she died.
At Best Buy?
She at Best Buy died waiting for her fucking daughter and son-in-law to get pink fucking razors.
Oh my god.
And I'm listening to the situation while they're carrying her out in a stretcher. And the husband's like, "Yeah, I'll finish up here and get these cell phones, and I'll just meet you at the hospital." And I'm just like,
Was it?
All right.
It must have been her. It must have
was
been
the-
her mom.
yeah,
instead
it
of
was
his?
her mom.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
yeah,
was the
he
son-in-law.
does that. Yeah, you go with your mother. You know, have the.
I'm just
You know.
like-
Associate, take as long as you need. I got
Oh my
nothing but
God.
time.
Oh my god.
I'm just like,
The
That's
cell phone.
priorities.
The pink razor was such the fucking craze that this gentleman was just like, fuck that bitch.
I ain't missing out on
She's
fucking
dead.
deals
I'm
on this
not.
Oh,
shit.
sweetheart, I'm not feeling too good. Can we go home? No, we're getting the razors.
Oh,
Though funny,
Go sit down over there in the corner, your old bat.
oh Jesus.
even crazier is like the same season, I think the same year, there was another lady. Because when you walked in this Best Buy, you had the loss prevention, and then you had it went from carpet straight to fucking tile. And it was like mushy rain outside from shitty ass weather and snow. This fucking granny, like 70 years old, comes just running in like this little, like the fast mall walker speed, fucking just biffs the motherfucking floor, slides into a fucking house phone display. She gets the fuck up and just brushes it off and just walks off. But this other woman fucking died in a goddamn plastic chair.
Oh, man.
But I'm just like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Oh, that's wild. I guess I've never seen anybody die in public. Well, besides the dude in private dance. Anyway, I've never seen anybody like die in public, but I did watch a lady at a grocery store have a pretty full on seizure. I didn't like stop and stare because I thought it was like really rude, but I mean, like I saw her kind of like, did like whatever shake that starts to happen, I think. And then she was down on the ground and there was other like people were with her and stuff. And they were like all, trying to assess the situation. And I was like, oh my God, but I was walking, I had to keep going. I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm no help really besides calling somebody, but I mean, there was already people doing that.
Yeah.
So, you didn't want to make it awkward and just sit there and stare at?
No, man, I'm not about that.
Bust
life.
out your Razor flip phone and like,
No,
hey, taking video.
It's not World Star.
Tracheotomy.
It's not. Yeah, no. There's situations where absolutely I would love to do that.
I've got a pen and I know how to do a tracheotomy.
I've watched The Good Doctor. I'm fucking Mr. House.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
Mr.
was a
Condo.
substitute on Scrubs.
No. My closest. My closest medical diagnosis is looking up drugs on Eurowids.org. Like so. That's all I got. Like
I had a buddy. This was like we were kids and we were at South Park Mall. Right there, Yonkers. Remember how I had that big like open area?
Yeah.
And then that's where Santa would be and fucking all the holiday shit. And we were out there and it was like summertime or whatever. So there was nothing. So it was just massive. And we were playing tag and shit. And he went and fucking went running, slipped right in front of Yonkers, went up, came down on his head, cracked his head open.
Ooh.
I've never seen more blood spread out. Like it was
Nice.
just like everywhere. And I'm just like freaking out.
Captivating.
Eyes are all wide. I might have been 10.
Right. Oh, that's a
Like,
young age to have to see some
and his
shit
dad
like that.
comes
Yeah.
running over and fucking swoops him up and like takes off his shirt and like puts it on the back of his head and everything. And I'm just sitting there straight frozen.
Yeah.
Like not moving. I don't even know if I was breathing.
Right,
Like
yeah.
just
Stuck in that
done.
moment, man.
Like,
That sucks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did you stop after a while and like calm down and go back to like the food court? Because I'm just thinking in my head, I'd just be like, well,
Slushy.
I could go get I could go for like a pretzel right about now, a little
You
mustard.
cold heartless motherfucker over here. No, I'd think about food. I mean,
know it's disassociating. It's like, this is trauma.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I think I'm
didn't-
gonna go get something good for my soul.
No.
Auntie Anne's, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
okay.
real good. They had that one cookie place.
No, they had like security was there pretty quickly.
Shit.
911 was called. They
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, liabilities.
yeah. But no, and then all I remember was just kind of shaking out of it, and like when the EMTs got there, and then like had to go with them, like because they were my ride. Like so I had to ride in the back of the ambulance, go to the hospital.
Oh shit.
Like my mom picked me up from the hospital. Like yeah, good
Yeah.
times.
I've taken a trip in a ambulance before.
I've taken a couple.
Mine was self-induced, to be honest with you. I overdosed, and
okay.
so I
Oh,
got to
yeah,
ride
that
to
was,
I got to ride from the east side to some. It's the weirdest thing to me, man. Like I tried to navigate the direction the vehicle was turning. I was in such a weird psychosis that that's the thing that I was thinking about was feeling which direction it was going to try and like map it out in my head where they were taking me. And that was my only concern. I fucking had no idea what the hell was happening. It was great. Well, no, not really, but things got better.
I broke my foot at Skate Ranch in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
They took me from Skate Ranch in Milan all the way out to the hospital there on what was that?
And the one in Rock Island or the one in
No,
Moline?
in Moline, the one that they ended up imploding there on top of the hill.
Okay, yeah. I know that one.
Yeah, they took me all the way there. For some
That's a
reason,
long
we
way.
passed the one in Rock Island for some reason. Don't know why.
Now I'm gonna hang on.
Yeah,
Was there
yeah.
more to that story? Because like I
Well, I was just gonna say they took an X-ray, told me it wasn't broken. My mom took me home. It was all black and blue. My mom knew it was broken. Told me to stay up. They called the next morning. I broke it in 7 places.
Oh right. Okay, so you probably
horrible hospital.
You probably went there because of the insurance, reasons.
Probably.
Is my guess. Now being an adult and knowing why there's different hospitals and shit, there's different providers and things.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, that
Insurance
is a weird
fucking scam.
It's a weird thing to think about as a child. You wouldn't
Like,
really
why-
think
why
why
are we all
would
the
just
way over
take
at
me to the
Moline?
nearest
Yeah.
fucking place to
Yeah.
get me fixed.
Yeah. Did Milan even have a hospital?
No, Milan didn't have
That's
any
what I
kind
figured.
of like.
They just went up to
hospital.
Rock Island by the high school.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
that was the main one. That was like the as far as Quad Cities is concerned, I would consider that being the west one. There's one in Moline that was the ones they imploded, and then they had like the Genesis out Silvis area, like.
And then they
for
built
the
that
east
new
side.
one down on John Deere Road.
Yeah, and
Off
after they
16th or
imploded the
whatever.
the other
the
building.
one. That's why. Yeah.
I remember hearing that happen. Like I didn't see
Didn't
it, but
we-
I heard it in
Didn't we
Rock
go
Island.
there?
I did not. I wasn't there.
Maybe that was the other
I had
ballers.
to. Yeah.
That would have been Nick and other associates.
Yeah.
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 Good times.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, man.
But crazy stories.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. So
I was just
well,
saying,
anyway,
how
I don't know.
depressing
I'm
are we
sorry.
gonna go?
I was gonna say-
Are we flabbergasted?
I mean, like, okay, so my first broken bone was at Skate Ranch. So that's kind of
Okay.
cool that we
Yeah,
have that kind of
okay.
commonality. Mine
was
was,
my
a very
second broken
different.
bone.
Mine was a very different break though. I didn't break a foot or ankle or anything. I grabbed a hold of the, like how what is it called? Fucking like crack the whip. You remember that game?
Oh,
Like where
yeah,
people
yeah.
like held on to each other and went around the corner.
Yeah.
And the person that was on the end got the most momentum because of fucking, centrifugal force and shit. So I'm on the end.
Science.
I get a hold of this motherfucker. I'm in second grade at this point in time. So what is that, like 8, right?
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
8.
I don't know.
Anyway, I get whipped the fuck around this corner and just like my skates take me fucking straight forward. So I just put my fucking hands out in front of me and hit the fucking wall, probably going, who the fuck knows how fast. I mean, I wouldn't put a number on it, but it's like getting, like thrown straight at the wall. I hit the fucking wall and, it hurts immediately. I fucking whine and cry about it. My dad tells me, you're fine. Like, what the fuck ever. So, right.
Pussy.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Right.
Walk
So,
it off.
like-
Walk it off.
yeah, that's exactly, that's
I
the,
got told
yeah.
that a lot.
Yeah. Ooh. But so I didn't live with them as the primary parent. I got sent back to my mom's house, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
then here's the fucking great thing. I like complain, but like my needs weren't met. Love you, Mom. So like 2 weeks later I go back to my fucking dad's house and like my the broken bone that happened, they got the two of them down the arm. The broken bone that fucking happened had started like healing back into the other bone. And so like it wasn't set and like it was all fucked up, right? And I couldn't hold on to like a butter knife and cut pancakes and shit. And so like my dad and stepmom saw that shit and they're like, "Oh fuck, you gotta go back to the doctor." There's caused a huge fucking like argument fight between my parents. Anyway, this is the best part of this whole entire thing is that like my mom beat the living shit out of my stepmom in front of me and my older brother. Over some fucking wild ass shit. So like, although she wasn't listening to me about my broken arm and I had to wait and get fucking like, like medical treatment later, like that woman went and fucking scrapped on that fat. So
Nice.
kudos.
My mom did not
You know.
like my stepmom one bit
Yeah.
at all.
Really?
A lot of times the stepmom fucking has some antagonistic thing.
I
I
had a
don't quite understand it, but
Completely. I mean, I know my growing up was way different than most people's. 'cause I
yeah,
remember
so
hearing
I mean,
everybody
me
having-
too, but I
I
mean,
mean,
I think
well, I
that's
just
why
mean
we're doing
the-
this show.
I just mean in the difference in how our stepmothers and biological mothers got along.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, I mean,
yours-
I didn't
yours-
get my stepmom till I was 16.
Okay,
So
well,
that's a little different than somebody who got a stepmom as a child.
Yeah,
Or,
so
or I don't know how old you were, but I was 16. So at the time,
I'll tell
it's
you.
like,
I'll tell you how
The
old
fuck
I
are
was.
you?
So my parents got divorced when I was 2, and my dad married another woman, obviously, but it was
No way.
weird because my stepmom wanted to
Is that
be
how
in
they
my
do it?
be in my life still, so she became friends with my biological mother, and then they
Okay.
became fucking best friends, which had to suck for my fucking dad because it was just like, well, I guess whatever problems I had with this person will be shared with this person.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I grew up, realistically, those two like would go on fucking vacations together, go fucking travel and shit, go fucking do things. And I always just thought like everyone had, these stories of shitty stepmother, shitty, relationship between, both sides. And I didn't have that growing up. Didn't get to experience that.
Mhm.
I got to watch it from other people, but
I
it
never
was
realized.
interesting.
I never realized how fucked up my friends' lives were. You know what I mean? Like, I was too busy being a kid for the most part in certain ways, and then I distracted myself with video games for quite a long time.
My Navy parent, very strict, very fucking fucking get your shit done. I mean, dude, I was like, I'm obviously tall. I was fucking almost 6 foot in 6th grade.
Right.
So I was cutting.
Yeah, you
the
were
grass.
a huge fucking child, man.
I was like child labor out the ass. Like, I'm moving fucking shit at 13 years old. I'm carrying fucking railroad ties because we rebuilt a fucking retaining wall on the side of our house, and my dad's not going to ask anybody for help. So what does he do? 13-year-old boy who's fucking 5'9", 5'10", like, hey, put him to work. Like, so, I mean, and then just the trauma on top of that. Dad was abusive, all that fun shit. Good times.
Yeah.
I also was a tall baby too.
Were you?
Yeah,
I felt tall, but I don't know if I really was tall. Because, I mean, like, I always...
What'd you come out the womb at?
I'm pretty sure it's like 29 fucking inches long.
Out the womb?
I was fucking long. I always make the joke that, like, I walked for my mom in the 3rd trimester.
I always made I broke my mom.
Right? And that's the reason I'm pretty sure we got divorced. My mom was pretty
crippled there towards the end.
Yeah, because like, my dad was a horn dog, and I'm pretty sure I broke the field. And but at like 9, I was reaching on top of the fridge. Like, they couldn't hide shit from me. I could get to anything.
Oh, once they put me in, like, I think, was it 6th grade? They introduced me to wrestling. And that was the last time my dad hit me. Imagine being in 5th or 6th grade. So whatever that is, 10, 12, like, and you teach your 10 or 12-year-old wrestling, and then you try to go to discipline him, and he puts you in a rear naked choke and fucking takes you to the ground.
Because my dad was doesn't know any like realistic like. No,
my dad played baseball and was a fucking nuclear mechanic, so he's a fucking nerd at heart.
Right.
Like.
But still, man, don't teach a MFer to.
Yeah, don't teach somebody who's bigger than you how to fight.
Yeah, like exactly. If you don't want them to fight, if you don't want to fight them, don't teach them how to fucking fight. Like. Or defend themselves, I suppose. Even it's like both are fucking great. Things for humans to know. Definitely.
There was to interrupt. That just reminded me of a story of when I was in Boy Scouts. I had a Boy Scout master that was really pissed off at me and yelled at me and started poking me really hard in my chest.
Ooh, fuck!
And then just like going like this really hard, and he called and apologized to my father. And then my father, I was listening to this conversation. My father then turned around and apologized to him and asked him if he was okay.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Because he's like, well, because he's in boxing class. So I figured if he was really worried about it, he would just deck you. But since he didn't, we're all good. No problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck with me.
Yeah. Not quite the same thing, but I was in Little Rock's football. So again, like 7th grade, something like that.
Little Rock's is 5th and 6th grade, bro.
So yeah. My mom's coming up, she's parking, and there's an ambulance there, and they're wheeling some kid off the field and coming back, and she's like, what happened? And I was like, oh, he got injured. And I walk over and I start drinking water and everything like that. She goes up to another parent. And it's like, hey, what happened? What happened to the kid? Oh, well, they picked up a fumble and ran past John, and John just grabbed him by the shoulder pad and threw him backwards. And he landed on his head and got a concussion, and they had to take him to the hospital.
Oh, so he found out what gravity was.
Yeah.
But very forcefully by John's hand.
Yeah,
no, that's assisted education. Use a TA
You're not wrong.
Gravity.
Yeah,
you are not wrong,
my mom was just like the way I just blew it off, like it was nonchalant, like, oh, nothing happened. Gonna go drink some water now.
Fucker found out.
I mean,
dude, your mom was the shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie. She was the dopest motherfucker. Go to bat for anybody,
She would go to bat for anybody and everybody. We had foreign exchange students in our house, 3 different of them. She gave them all fucking love and chances and shit like that. Like, I swear I could probably walk over in France and 2 of them, if I got noticed, would fucking give me the shirts off their back, let me live in their house, fucking shit like that. The Norwegian guy, not so much, just some problems, some drugs, fucking got booted, got kicked out of the country, fucking
shit happens when you fuck around, you find out, right?
You got decisions you have to
But
make.
He was a hell of an artist. Fucking dude was super cool. Probably because he was smoking a lot of weed. But the French girls, like, my mom had to tell him, like, hey, you gotta fucking put a towel on when you're coming out of the shower and walk into the house. From what I remember, they were shaved.
Oh, nice.
Nice. But yeah, like, hey, you got to be clothed. You can't just wake up in the morning and walk to the bathroom. You know,
like I'm assuming the talk of, hey, you should wear a towel came up because John saw some titties.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times.
Not all of our youthful extravagance.
But I mean, my mom had her, just like everybody's mom, they had their highs, their lows.
Right.
You know,
I didn't get to, I mean, like I didn't experience what it was like to actually live with her. Cause I know that's a vastly different, experience. Living with somebody, you know, you have to interact.
And see, I thought your mom was cool as fuck because of the shit you got to do.
Well, my mom didn't have any
and then coming later on in life, I'm like, no, that wasn't really cool.
No, she was fucking neglectful. I just got to do whatever the fuck I wanted, and I did, you know.
And I couldn't. I had to check in. I had to fucking play sports to get a car. I had to do this. I had to do that.
My mom's off on her own fucking thing, whatever, while I'm just...
My mom was the PTA president. Fucking, we couldn't go to Hy-Vee to get eggs without it taking an hour. Fucking,
you know, your mom was the fucking recess lady when I was in elementary school to me, and then like, you know, I ended up meeting you in elementary school ish, but I mean, like we didn't really know each other until football at Rocky, but you know, so
actually, I honestly don't remember you at football. I just remember your crazy ass running down the hallways with a Great Malenko shirt on that was two sizes too small.
With the fat gut. Great Malenko.
I just remember every time he'd be like, yeah, he'd be running down the halls with his arms up and there's this fucking belly button just like, hi, everybody.
Yes.
And you'd be like, what up, Adam?
Yes, I had hand-me-downs of my brother's shirts, or, well, that Great Malenko shirt was some other kid that we played football with. I can't remember his fucking name, but
so you got
No. Ass Paw. I don't know if you know that dude, but I'm gonna totally fuck it. He was the first juggalo that I met at like outside of hearing the Great Malenko when it dropped in the that whole experience. Like I heard it with a group of people, but he was the first other juggalo that I didn't know at that, you know, like that I met so like through school, you know, and then I bought his Great Malenko shirt.
I had my cousin in Chicago worked at a comic book store, and he had Ringmaster on cassette, and he let me listen to was it Wagon, and I was like, that song's awesome. And then that was it. Right. And then all of a sudden I'm standing in line at a JV football game trying to get a fucking butterflied pork chop sandwich from the concession stands, and I'm sitting there, my buddy comes up, taps me on the shoulder, and says he got in trouble for having this at his house. Do I want it? And I look down, and it's the Great Malenko.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I saw ICP, and I was like, I know that. How the fuck I don't even remember how I knew it, but I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Like, took it home, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Called my cousin, and I was like, is this the same? And he's like, yeah, it's the same band. They came out with another album, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I got the CD. Like, I got it for free. Because some others, like, my mom didn't care. She didn't listen to headphones. She didn't know. Like, if she probably would have found out, she probably would have said some shit. But...
Oh yeah, man. Like, there's definitely commentary on the lyrics of, you know, their at the time and everything. So absolutely. But back to when you circle back real quick. My stepmom fucking found. I had a Sepultura CD. Do you know them? Like the metal band?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I had what I considered a rare Sepultura EP. I don't know how rare it is, but like she saw it. It's got some fucking like. You know, devil looking thing on the cover and shit. She saw that and snapped that shit and was like freaking the motherfuck out on me. So she never found any of my ICP shit because like that was after I got kicked out of the house, and you know,
gotcha.
So like that juggaloism came later, but yeah, dude, like I heard the second thing I heard from ICP, I think it was Santa's a Fat Bitch. Like it was playing on the radio or something, whatever, you know, like, and I just thought that was the coolest shit. It was winning like the little call in and vote for the fucking song of the, you know, the battle of the bands or whatever the fuck they had.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
I remember one time I was cruising fucking Rock Island, and I was going to Village Inn there in the border, Moline, Rock Island. And I fucking coming down the street, and they were doing the like Thursday night battle of the band on the radio. And it was Cherry Pie by fucking ICP versus somebody else. And I was like, these motherfuckers finally made it. They're on the radio. They said they were never going to be on the radio, and here they are. They're on the radio. That fucking one song, I think it got played once, and they fucking took it off like it was just some DJ being an asshole.
Yeah,
like playing fucking ICP on the radio.
See, we have we have a mutual friend again between us that is did some DJ work at a local college for a little while during the time that like Hell's Pit came out, and he played some of their music from Hell's Pit. Specifically Truly Alone was the one that I remember, but so like there's definitely DJs that just decide to fuck it, I don't give a shit, or they get promotional shit to try new things or whatever, but like I remember they pushed really hard because they were having that stupid fight with Sharon Osbourne. Anyway, we could do Juggalo history some other time. So
but no, actually, to bring that back down to the club, we never really allowed Tech Nine, ICP,
it's
Cottonmouth Kings, maybe, but
very few and far between.
Type of underground,
not when the pastry chef was there.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
But yeah, that just we didn't allow that music just because it promoted the wrong kind of people. Which it was fucked up because they had the one dude running it who's a juggalo, another guy who's basically the head bouncer who's a juggalo.
Juggalos are fucking scrubs, like we know, like I know. Sorry, it's just the fucking truth.
Just can't get with me.
Well, they're hollering at me for the best friend's ride in the passenger side. Something, fuck, I can't remember.
Whoop,
That's what I'm saying. But like,
waterfalls, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
Sean? Little Putin, big stank over here, John. That's what you were in my phone for such a long time was Big Stank, right?
Big Stank, like, and then Little Poont was Matt.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we used to call him besides Little Stank. He had another
G-Spot.
That's what it was, G-Spot.
At the same damn time.
Yeah, did he become a baller?
Absolutely.
That's right, he did.
Yes, he did.
Does Dave know about the Ballers?
The Ballers? Is this the Super Baller thing? The big ball costume?
This is our handshake.
Rock Island shit.
The handshake that
you guys do have magical handshakes.
Yes. We do have a magical handshake.
I've been missing it when I've been seeing you in person these days. I feel bad. I apologize. But yeah, I don't, what the fuck were we? Well, everybody in Rock Island's in a fucking gang. Okay.
Oh yes.
And I think really, I mean, like I love the Ballers all day long because we have an actual system to the handshake that works based off of seniority, based off of who was the baller first, right? So he always takes seniority at a point in the handshake. It's like there's a point that's seniority. Whoever has it, you have to give it to that person. If they have
like Adam's always on top.
Yeah. Sorry, John. But so
there's what, seven of us? Yeah.
Now anyway.
Right.
I mean, if we gave an honorary 8 to a certain individual as well, but he doesn't complete the handshake, which is Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a long running joke that the Vidmars couldn't fucking
be in the Ballers.
It was like exclusive because I think really it's because at one point it started as Brad can't ever be a cameraman again was the thing, and then it became a joke in the fucking movies that Brad was always the cameraman, and so we made it so he was the cameraman on two sides of the same film that we were showing. But then it became you can't be a baller. We had a lot of Brad's mom's jokes. Brad's mom's fucking jokes. Oh God! You know what's the best thing is Brad listens to this, so he's gonna
Brad.
enjoy this.
What up, Brad? I don't know your mom, and I hope that all is well.
Mrs. Vidmar.
She was a nice lady.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely fucking person. We did the joke was just for fucking no reason whatsoever.
It was just one of those things.
It's just because it was easy to say Brad's mom.
Yeah.
When we fucking played a game. I'm going to blah blah blah, and I'm taking such and such, and so we pick. We sit in a big ass circle. Oh, okay, perfect. Let's do it, Dave. Do you understand the concept of this game?
Oh, we'll start. Okay.
Wait.
We'll send it this way, and then you can see how it goes. You can add to it.
I'm heading to Rock Island, and I'm bringing a pack of blunts.
I'm heading to Rock Island. I'm bringing a pack of blunts and a fucking bag of weed.
I'm heading to Rock Island with blunts and a pack of weed, and I'm going to maybe do some bumps.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to Rock Island. I'm bringing blunts, weed, and some cocaine. You could say it any way you wanted, but you had to get the premise of what the
general
person
idea.
had said.
Yeah.
And
okay.
and we
so-
would just do this for fucking ever
Until
until
you guys,
people-
someone fucked
until
up.
we got down to 2 people, 1 person, and then and I mean, do we do this with 15 people in the room?
We're in a
Like,
garage.
To be
We're in
fair,
a
this is
fucking
one of
garage
the
just
better
hanging
games
out.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
there's some army
fantastic.
games that are like
Dude, when
jizzing on the
you're-
fucking biscuit, and whoever's the last person to come is the one who eats it.
So, yeah, we've all
No, we're not
heard.
playing those types
But
of
that,
Oh,
that
okay.
wasn't
history
what we
games.
did.
All
We
right,
did-
I just
We had parties where we drank and we did fucking sometimes other psychedelics and stuff. There was a lot of mushroom juice. I don't know if you were involved in that, but I had a gallon jug of
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
remember those.
mushroom tea that I took around and started
Adam,
dosing people.
You were my first.
oh, hey,
Yeah, you're the reason I indulge in the earth-grown activities of
I'm
those
the reason
natures.
a lot of people have indulged in those earth-grown activities, but I'm a big,
Remember
huge
the
proponent.
He is a
guitar
gateway.
case?
Yes, absolutely. Godzilla. Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
But,
But, yeah.
so that's the premise of the game, and then we would it was always, I think it was the joke. Really, again, I'm maybe remembering things
And
wrong.
then at
is
some
it was
point
like
somebody
number
would be
it was
like,
number
I'm
3.
bringing Brad's.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
the
Brad's
third
mom.
one was Brad's mom.
Yeah.
Almost always every fucking
Or I'm gonna
time.
stop by Brad's mom's house on the way there, or I'm
Was
gonna do.
Brad's mom? No, sorry. I'm not going to go that. Brad may listen to this.
Oh no, he will absolutely, but he
Was
won't
Brad's
But I mean, he
mom
was he
hot?
was in the. Oh, I mean, like not
Or
in a
was it just-
traditional
She
sense.
was,
I mean,
she
like
was
she
a
was
traditional
okay.
housewife.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, like
Oh, okay, cool.
Nowadays, if she would have hit, like, if I am who I am now and I was at the bar and she would say something, I would hit on her. Like, but when I was fucking 15, 16, 19, whatever, no, that's.
she was like I didn't see her
Yeah.
enough to like really like kind of build any kind of attraction. So it was just like a fucking joke for me about the Brad's
Okay.
mom thing.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't
it's not
something.
Stacy's mom situation. It's
No,
No.
It's not like
so
we want to bang
it's
your
just,
mom
hey,
or
I'm
anything. It
fucking
wasn't
with
like
you
that.
because it's a mom, and
Yeah.
moms we care about.
And I don't even know where the origin came from. I'm
Dude,
guessing
I got to stay at their house a
Shusello
lot.
or Brandemeyer.
She rented movies. She
Right.
fed me. I think that the other parents that I got to meet were very understanding of my household situation and neglectful mother. Probably, I don't know. I remember
My mom fed everybody, so
yeah,
it didn't
you know,
matter. Like,
I basically lived at another kid's house with his family for a lot of my childhood, to be quite honest. What up, Bowser? Hopefully you're out there.
Right.
But,
Makes
like,
sense,
Miss you,
makes
Broham.
sense.
yeah,
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, we fuck, dude. I could, if we were to go on Rock Island weird stories, we could fucking take 7 episodes.
Have you ever felt the need to push your product onto the others in this world? Why not try paying us to advertise for you? These breakdowns and beats I make could be yours for the low price of $213. Send me your fucking money and I'll promote your shit. Liquid Death, I'm talking to you.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Well, I don't have any Rock Island stories.
No, I know you don't got Rock Island stories, and I apologize. So,
No.
so being out in Pennsylvania though, did you ever like fuck with the Amish or?
I mean, I never fucked with the Amish. I did get to meet a couple famous people this way, but Savini,
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
Oh shit, that's
yeah,
cool.
because he lives out there and he has a haunted house thing that he does all the time.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about him, but it's whatever.
What?
does he
Famous
have-
people
does
are
he
just
have-
kind of attitudes. That's all.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
for
met
sure,
like
for sure.
fucking the Penguins, like Crosby. I've met fucking Troy Polamalu.
Okay.
And it always cracked me up too because it's like they'd want a discount,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, motherfucker,
The richest people in the world are the
you
cheapest people in
make-
the world. Yeah.
40 times, if not more, 100 times more than what I would ever make.
Closed mouths don't
At
get fed, Dave.
At $10, $9 an hour, and you want 20% off of everything and they do it. And I'm just
Oh
like,
god, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just like,
absolutely. Sure, we'll give
But
you a
they're not-
first-time customer
They don't
discount.
buy enough. And I almost took out Jerome Business, the bus.
Jerome Bennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were throwing keys across the aisle from digital imaging to computers. And he was there doing like a tour walk around or some shit. And he almost got fucking beamed in the face by a set of keys. It was great.
I don't even know who that is.
The bus. He was a
The
Steelers.
bus?
Yeah, Steelers. player.
Bus is running back. He was fucking like one of
Well
those
known.
unstoppable. Like,
No, I unfortunately
like Marshawn Lynch, the Beast. Like he was just one of those dudes early or
I quit paying attention.
mid '90s,
I
early 2000. Maybe
I'm bad at
is when he
sports
retired.
knowledgeable. I'm bad
Yeah,
at
I mean,
sports
trust me,
knowledge.
I only
Not
know
good
these
at that.
people because I worked and met them, and then people would tell me, "Hey, you know who that is?" Or who
Yeah,
it is? And I'm like,
okay.
I don't give a fuck who they are.
Yeah.
Why am I giving them 20-30% off? This is like, I'm worried about my numbers here. There is no markup on the shit you guys are giving them 30% off. We're already at what we pay for it, and it would irritate the fuck out of me because they're bitching at me about numbers. But anyways, capitalism.
Good stuff.
Pittsburgh was okay. Like Pittsburgh to me was like it was like Gotham in a way. It was such a weird experience because I went from being homeless in Arizona, driving across to fucking Pittsburgh, and fucking the amount of racism and how dank everything was. There was like a bridge going down because I lived in the Strip District when I first got there, which is basically kind of like a ghetto. Row houses, run the fuck down. I thought that I was gonna get mugged, and I'm already 6'6", roughly in that area, and a bigger guy, and I was just like, okay, probably not gonna be fucked with, but you never know. And like the bridges had like fucking holes in it. Like there's always reports someone falling through a fucking bridge because it's not fucking taken care of. It's just, it looks run down in some areas. Just, it was a whole different experience. Moved to the north side of up north of Pittsburgh and the North Hills area, and it was much better living experience to a degree. There's also the location of where I shit off a window.
Nice.
But
So high class living.
yeah, high class living. It was
That's classy as fuck for sure.
man, it was like part-time Best Buy, part-time McDonald's, then part-time Best Buy, part-time grocery store until I got essayed, and then after that I quit the grocery store and got full-time at Best Buy. But it I don't know if I'd ever want to go back. Like, I don't give a fuck about that place. There's nothing that makes me want to go back.
You didn't, like you said, you came from Arizona.
Yeah, the time. So life was weird. My time scale is born in Oklahoma, but I spent ages 5 to 16 in DC, and then I moved to Iowa when I was 16.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, Washington D.C.
Okay.
And then 21, I went to Nebraska for 2 weeks, and then I moved to Arizona. Was homeless in Arizona. Friend that I made there convinced me to go to Pittsburgh. Went to Pittsburgh. He catfished some lady, though. She looked like Sloth from Goonies,
Okay.
Oh.
and it was really bad. And I'm pretty sure he had to put out for us to stay there, and that's where I was living in the Strip District. And she, I couldn't do it, but yeah. So she had 2 German Shepherds that she kept in the basement, and we were supposed to rent out some rooms in this fucking row house, and it's so fucking run down. But there's no grass anywhere nearby for her to walk this dog where we're at. It's fucking concrete jungle.
Yeah.
So they shit all over the basement. They shit in all the other rooms that they wanted us to fucking. And there was only one fucking working shower, and it was in her room, and her top of the floor, like the 3rd floor.
Oh, okay.
And it was like I took maybe 2 showers the whole time I was there because I thought I was just gonna get like molested. It was just a fucking awkward experience, and the dogs hated me. And I slept on a love seat fucking thing in the living room. It was a bad experience. I fucking hated every minute of it.
Sounds like it, man. That sucks, dude.
But fuck Pittsburgh. My parents thought I didn't know if my parents thought I was racist at one point in time because when I moved to North Hills, they had a grocery store there, and it's Coons. And I told my parents I live right across from the Coons. And
That's the name of the grocery store?
yes.
Okay.
And
When you said it has Coons, I'm like,
no, the grocery store is named Coons.
okay.
And
It's like, Dave, damn, you are racist.
No, it's just like, I'm not. But it's like, and I was like, you'll see when you get here. And no, I had to walk a mile when I moved to North Hills each way to work, down up and down this fucking mountain. There's so many hills. But yeah, fuck Pittsburgh. Like I'm sure, like they had cool shit like Permane Brothers. That's a fun drink or a fun place to go to if you've been drinking and you want to get something to eat, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's also the place that I went to, the strip club that had a breakfast buffet. There was I went drinking because at one point in time I had friends that were firefighters and they were trying to get me to become a firefighter. But we would drink non-fucking stop.
Yeah, firefighters can drink.
I was the fucking DD, but I was also drinking.
Yeah,
as one tends
and
to
I
do.
was just like, I remember we had a Fox and the Hound bar that we'd eat and drink at. And I'm
Fox and the Hound. I know they had one out in Chicago. I don't know if it's the same, but it was called Fox and the Hound.
Pretty common names. I'm guessing they might be a chain. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But I remember, man, there was one time I was just a bad wingman for a friend. So I didn't know what the fuck to do. But he was like, oh, man, that chick's hot. She's got like that real big fat girl with her. And I'm just like, okay. He's like, you're going to be my wingman. I'm like, all right. So we go over there. He orders shots and drinks. And then the shots come. And, you know, I'm just like, we're waiting for shots. And I was just talking to the friend that he wasn't interested in. And I'm like, okay, what's your name? What do you do? Okay. Shots come. Slam the shot. And then I just turn around and walk away.
Nice.
Leaving him hanging. And he was so pissed about that. And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm not going to sit there and just lie to this person. And I just, you know, show fake interest into someone. I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. Bye. You know,
You just can't have a conversation with a motherfucker?
It wasn't.
It's
I
not
don't know.
about
I was
finding-
20,
you
like
gotta
3.
Find interest. You could just talk to her.
Not mature one
Okay.
fucking bit.
It's
Like,
okay.
not
I
at all.
understand
I
not
had-
being emotionally mature. I get it.
No. I'm a way different person than I was.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like as we all are.
Super
We're-
superficial and wanted things way out of my fucking pay grade. You know, but yeah, drank a lot. There was another thing that's interesting because you guys have Perkins and Village Inns. In Pittsburgh, they had a place called Eaton Park, which I thought was a fucking dumb name. It was like, shouldn't you park and then eat? As I smack the fucking mic, but
Yeah, that'll be fun later.
And then fucking
Thanks,
eat.
Dave.
But it also had a fucking a lovely breakfast buffet. I mean, it had fucking everything that you'd want: biscuits, gravy, fucking eggs, bacon, sausage, fucking hash browns, 2 different ways.
Oh, man,
and it was
you're
only
going
like
food.
$7.99, all you can eat. And you
That
just go get fucking
fucking-
shit faced, go half a block over the street, and then there you go. You just fucking sober up eating.
There you go.
I
That's dope.
took some nasty shits though in that bathroom.
I'm sure.
What was the name of that all-you-can-eat Mexican restaurant we'd go to on Sundays? In
Adolph's.
East Moline.
Adolph's,
Yeah,
I think,
oh,
right?
God.
Wait, fucking, it's called Adolph's?
It's but it's like Adolf.
God, my
just,
blood's boiling.
I mean, like, you know, it's not.
About to turn to ash over
it's
here.
not.
A whole different type of smoke, John. A whole type of different smoke.
Right?
I'm not waiting.
I don't want that smoke.
No smoke here. God damn it! It's like a fucking just a Hispanic name. I don't know. They had a little guy with a sombrero and shit. I mean, like, it was all Hispanic people running the business and shit. I don't know what the fuck the name was about, but it didn't matter to me because they had fucking enchiladas in trays. And I could
Ooh.
take as many as I fucking wanted.
Did you
and
guys-
it was amazing.
And they
A
had hard
taco
shells
bar.
on deck,
a hot
tortillas
taco
on deck,
bar,
all the meat.
What about the
fucking-
one you
Right.
just said you found on the south side?
we haven't gone yet. I've
Oh.
been.
There's
I've
one
been
on the south
also-
side?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
told you
said-
about it
yeah,
in
he
like
said-
episode 2 or what or something
Yeah.
like that. Whenever we started talking about food that one time.
we had a
Ooh,
15
trucks.
expose about fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, I've heard people like it. All right, so I'm just saying.
Marijuana affects the memory. But yeah, no, there's that we need to go check it out so we can actually report on it. My kid's got a play date or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I changed things up, so you know. But anyway, fucking shit. Somebody
know.
mentioned something recently that I wanted to fucking comment on as well, but I
Was
can't
it about
remember now.
moms?
No,
Okay, so we did the food. Pittsburgh, racism.
the
drunk
fucking
driving.
buffet of food at the beginning. Okay, so like,
Yeah, okay.
anybody been to Wisconsin Dells?
I have.
I know we are all from the Midwest.
have not.
You have not? Wisconsin
been there.
Dells?
Oh yeah,
Somewhere in
It's
fucking
a resort land.
wherever the
Wisconsin,
fuck.
Yeah, I've heard lots about it.
they had this fucking Paul Bunyan's fucking breakfast place, and they would bring your shit out in like fucking just like huge platters of all of the breakfast foods, and they would just set it down on the table, and like you just share and take, everybody takes onto their plate and shit. Nice. But it was never ending. Like it was like literally never ending and shit. So like you could like sit there and like have the family eat like 3-4 trays of this fucking thing, kind of like going to a buffet, standing up, and everybody goes and gets more plates and shit. After a while, they didn't bring you just the entirety of the platter, but if you ran out of an item, they would start bringing just that item on its own separate little
if you're going
platter.
through eggs faster than hash browns
exactly.
Yeah.
So. But it was a pretty awesome experience. I enjoyed the shit out of that. And then also even better, they have the like gift shop as you're fucking leaving, because why not sell these motherfucking fat trinkets. Americans more trinkets? I got the fucking first slingshot. Well, I was probably the only slingshot. I don't recall, but like I got a slingshot from this place, made out of like an actual fucking tree bark twig, with bands and all that whatnot in it. It was pretty fucking sweet. Like I really enjoyed that thing. It was cool as shit. I was not very accurate with it, but I did like it. So
did you ever travel out to the I-80 truck stop?
I mean, I've been there multiple times, like getting gas, and like I've walked in there, but I've never really like like took the tour of the museum, or there's a museum or
there's a museum
right?
on the backside. Like you got to go to a different building.
Oh, okay.
But inside they got fucking shopping, fucking fast food joints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then they have the restaurant.
What was it, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut combo in there? I think
there's a taco. Yep, and then there's a Wendy's. Yep. There's a what is that? Dairy Queen. There's a McDonald's.
Damn.
I think there's a Subway, and then they have their own restaurant, and they have a buffet at the restaurant. And we used to get done at Duke's, and it's only like a 15-minute drive to I-80 from Duke's.
Mm-hmm.
So we just get done and we go over to the fucking buffet for breakfast and just fucking smash.
Yeah, that's
dope. Fucking smoke a blunt on the way there. Fucking walk in, just reeking. Fucking, we're here for the buffet.
We fucking know you are.
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's not.
Okay.
I was gonna say, let's not.
Was that another
15.
fucking 15 minutes? You know what this is gonna turn into? We're gonna have to do live shows at strip clubs and then live shows at fucking buffets.
I mean, I will definitely. I do agree that when we go back and we will review the buffet of the Mexican buffet soon, but I haven't made it there yet. But
did we just come up with a new podcast? 3 fat guys talking about food?
Strippers and food.
I mean,
titties and sunny side up eggs.
Life's like, what is that meme that's like, life's not all burritos and strippers, my friend.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, sometimes it's enchiladas and trays, and sometimes it's day shift titties.
I mean, always with day shift titties. At least those 6 that we get tired of looking at, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's half a dozen.
So, dude.
But yeah, there was a couple times we got food at the strip club. We'd get like on UFC nights, we'd get fucking hundreds of pizzas delivered, not hundreds, but whatever amount of pizzas. You pulled
a fucking Planet Fitness like Wednesday. You just had fucking pizzas for the customers to have
on UFC nights. Like, yeah, we do pizzas beforehand, and like just like they'd show up and there'd be like 20 pizzas.
Yeah.
And then they'd go through it. And then all of a sudden there was 20 more pizzas. Like it was just a rotating thing. That was at Duke's. And I think we tried to do it at the Yard, but people just didn't give a fuck.
They did implement free pizza Monday for a brief moment after my tenure there. And during my time
we tried
too,
it when me and the pastry chef were there, and people just didn't like. We had it set up right there when you walk in at the glass table. We had a little table. We had like 3 pizzas going, or 3 stacks of pizzas going at a time, so 9 pizzas sitting there.
Yeah,
and people just walk right by it and go right past it.
Yep.
And then like it was like, okay,
we're here
nobody wants fucking, and like the DJs would make announcements like, hey, free pizza by the door, go get it. Like, and like one dude would get up and walk over and get free pizza.
I have to imagine
how awkward would that feel.
I have to imagine the ladies probably bitched about skincare, having to clean themselves more from greasy, oily fingers on their titties.
I mean, maybe.
Have you ever seen some of them fucking nasty ass truck drivers that come in there just greased up, haven't taken a shower in 4 days,
dude?
And they're the first one to get fucking titties in their face.
I'd say
like fucking used to have her man jizz all over her tits and rub it in as fucking lotion.
I've been told from experience that the scent of a man's ejaculate will make another man spend more money.
There's probably some science behind that. I would
And
say.
I've done the
Yeah.
science.
I really don't fucking
personally,
like science right now.
with several different fucking
That's fucking
ladies of the
salty.
night, or
Hey,
not
you
ladies
hear
of the
that?
night.
You hear that,
but-
guys out there? If you've had tits in your face at a strip club, you probably had somebody.
Yeah, you've
else's
had
nut.
the other person's jizz on you. at some
But
point
you know,
in time.
hey, whatever. It's
So
fine,
Most of the time,
right?
I went for the face, or usually it was on the back.
Yeah.
You know, like I never went for the chest. Usually, when they were working, if you will.
I just told him that it was nutrient dense.
You know, it's good. It's oil of Olay.
Yeah.
Protein.
Yeah.
It's the fair life of.
Right.
Just saying. If you thought strip clubs were,
It's a little dirty,
you know,
Oh,
but that's what
mega dirty.
you want. There's some people who want that. Like there's guys.
you don't understand it, but
fucking
you
suck
do.
on
You wanted
dirty
it.
feet.
It's just it's the way of life. You know.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
what you
you're
don't
into
know
what you're into.
won't kill you.
Exactly.
Like, if you didn't know it was happening, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like when they drop your burger at McDonald's and still take it and wrap it up
Foot
and give it to you.
lettuce.
Yeah.
Like-
No, the foot lettuce guy got fired. You know.
Yeah,
But
they're
it's-
open.
So
Yeah.
my funny story from McDonald's.
Oh, shit.
We had a person
Oh.
get a fish sandwich. They wanted light. What is that? Tartar sauce.
Yeah.
And so fucking like just a little squirt on there. Fucking even took the bun and like turned it so it spread it like just very thin amount.
Mhm.
And they fucking sent it back. And then I took a fork and just put it on a piece of paper and just took the fork and made one spread across the fillet. So even smaller amount. Like I was trying to be like
Yeah,
coherent.
yeah.
No, not coherent, but whatever. I was trying to work with the person. They sent it back again. So I'm like, fuck this motherfucker. Squirt. I filled the fucking whole thing up with fucking tartar sauce, put the sandwich on it, took tongs, picked it up, dripped it into the grease trap that's on the side of the grill, picked it back out, put
That's
it
so
on the
gross.
fucking paper that was like 4 pages, and I fucking
It tastes
rolled
like
it up.
home.
Rolled it up and fucking sent it down the line.
Yeah.
Didn't come back.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope that motherfucker got that bitch in the drive-thru and fucking
Right.
opened it up, and it was just
I
Oh,
got a
man.
McDonald's story too.
You okay, Dave?
No,
get
go
your McDonald's. No, absolutely. You get your McDonald's story, but man, you jarred a fucking memory I totally forgot about. But absolutely, Dave, please.
No, you got
no,
memory.
absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, so Pittsburgh, I had to work. So I didn't want to stay at the fucking strip district house, right? So I took a second job. Buddy got me a job at McDonald's, third shift. So I was basically Best Buy, taking a nap at the break room at Best Buy. They go work at McDonald's, go back, take a quick nap at the other place, then come repeat this process over and over. So I didn't have to be there. This McDonald's wasn't really that busy, but we used to have tons of like leftover shit. Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
had
every night
chicken
we
strips
closed,
and
tons of shit.
Yeah, and they would want to throw it away, and I was like, fuck that. I just snuck it out in a big bag. But I had like fucking nuggets and chicken strips and fucking fried chicken and like tons of leftover shit.
you guys
So I
had
wrapped it
fried
up.
chicken at McDonald's.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then
What? We had fried chicken at Hardee's.
patties,
Yeah.
patties.
Oh,
Not-
patties.
not
Oh.
bone-in chicken.
I was like
Not
this
the
smells
real
like
shit.
KFC at McDonald's.
We're talking the minced meat shit. So, and there was this homeless guy who would always fucking pass going over this one fucking bridge to get down to where we lived at the time. And I was just like, he can have it. So I gave him this fucking big ass bag of fucking deep fried food. He had this one particular sign. I just knew this guy.
Yeah.
Well, the next fucking day, he was just gone after this bag of food. Like he disappeared, but somebody else had his coat and his fucking sign. It was a chick that had it. And I'm like, did I either get this guy killed because he had food?
Oh shit.
Or did he die from the fucking heart attack from all the fucking grease in the fucking food? Or did I kill a guy and not know it? And I was just like, I'm not doing anything nice.
I think we've
Dude.
all had a situation where we maybe have killed somebody, but we left and didn't know the actual results of it. Or maybe that's
Been there,
just
done
me.
that.
It's
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
monkey
say
paw.
maybe that's just me and Dave. I don't know. Okay, so
Your memory. Your
All
memory.
right,
Yeah, memory
perfect.
time.
So we all, well, Dave doesn't know, but John knows I worked at a pizza place, right? And so
Was it Paul Revere's?
no, not
No,
at
we
all.
worked at
It
the
was
same
this
pizza
is,
place, different locations.
Yeah, so this is in the Quad Cities. Fucking the dean of students from my school comes in with his family,
Okay.
At the point in time, my technical job was working the ovens, but like it wasn't a necessary thing to happen all the time. So I came up and did register and like took his order with his family and got them all their stuff and everything. Made their pizzas because why not? I'm training to do that as well. Cook the fuckers, get them all cut up and serving ready. I take one of the spatulas that serves. I go walk back in the fucking cooler and I untuck my pants and I wipe that bitch all across my balls real fucking hard, right?
Jesus.
Got taint up in the fucking tip of it and everything. It was just like a swipe, like a whole. And I put it under that pizza and I walked it out and gave it to them. Because fuck that guy. And unfortunately, his family is along with them. I think, again, it's that fuck around and find out. He was a prick to my brother and myself when my brother went to the same school. And he took it out on me as well. And I was just like, dude, I mean, looking back on it, I was probably a really bad student. I was, I'm a drug addict. Fuck. So, yeah. But, he was just doing his job maybe. But that was my revenge fucking story on that son of a bitch. But yeah, customers are fucking whack. As far as like, it doesn't matter if you're at the titty bar or if you're at the fucking McDonald's or you're somewhere else at a pizza place. Cause there's always a douchebag or two that fucking has to walk in through that area.
That is true. Customers aren't always right.
No.
In the strip club game, the customer's never right.
Oh, fucking never, dude. We take the dancer side cause she pays our bills.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry.
In the situation where you have to fucking not shake down a customer necessarily, but get the fucking money out of a customer, you do that because
there were some shakedowns.
Absolutely. But not everyone was. There was one that was absolutely a shakedown almost every time.
With their whole they're self-employed contractors, they don't have to tip. They don't. I'd be like, fuck you. You want his money? Give me money. I'm not going to get your money until you give me money.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like that was the quid. Yeah, I wouldn't call it quid pro quo, as you like to say. No,
because we were told to do it by the pastry chef. It was, because they wanted to get paid. The house wanted to get paid. Because if the dancer's not getting paid, she's not going to pay the house, necessarily. Right. Yeah, we could say you still owe us, blah, but we could take it out on other aspects, add it to your house fees,
right?
Whatever. We could get our money at the end of it. But from my understanding, it was just that was the way we were going to get paid, is that if we got her money. And then so I don't even know if it's real, but we used to say that it was retail theft, like, but it's not retail. No. So it's technically not, but we were using that to scare customers into fucking paying bills.
Right.
Like,
and I mean, like,
it's like, we could call the sheriff and the sheriff's going to fuck.
Exactly. We already talked about that too. The cops took our side for everything.
It's still theft. I'm pretty sure it's still theft.
It's theft of services.
Yeah.
It'd be the same thing if you were if you had a contractor come redo your bathroom and you didn't pay the contractor.
Right. There's just no, there's a verbal contract that's between the dancer and the customer, basically. So,
instead,
so theft of services. So I always equated it in my mind to, you say a contractor coming to like redo the bathroom. I was thinking like, you pay a house cleaner and like they do the job for, whatever amount of time, regardless if it's a 3-minute private dance or if it's a fucking, 2-week span of cleaning your fucking apartment 3 times. Cause that's the agreement you have. It's the agreement happened and we defend the dancer with it. So,
yeah.
I mean, there's always an aspect of the strip club and everything that we do, I feel like, but telling our stories as well is kind of entertaining, I think, for some people, hopefully.
Whoa. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will. Fucking won't we?
What do you like better out there, listeners? Do you like strip club stories, Rock Island stories, just stories in general?
Random ass bullshit, like fucking shit stories. I mean, like there's all sorts of shit we can talk about, but like like we started as an idea, stories. But we can evolving is always. I can't even fucking talk.
The only constant in the world is change.
Oh yeah, we evolve.
Yes.
We'll make it work whatever way it is. So, but fuck, man, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this fucking wild ass night. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So we do appreciate everybody that's out there listening, and giving us some fucking feedback and hitting us up on the comments everywhere on the social medias.
Christmas is coming.
Tra-la, tra-la.
Krampus is coming.
To actually put a date on it that anybody's listening, there's this whole current event of some mysterious person gunning down a CEO. So, let's see if that... You haven't heard about that?
No, man.
There's a healthcare insurance CEO.
United Way.
Like whatever that healthcare company, this dude just fucking walked up and shot him like 3 times. Like the bullets have like fucking like words written on them. Like this was a very intentional thing.
Oh, the shells?
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild. But that's the date this fucking episode when it comes out. Who the fuck knows? We'll see if he's still he's at large currently. They have no idea
Is
who
this
it
local?
is. No, God, no. This is in New York, dude.
Because we were the insurance capital of the world at one point here.
Well, no, this is something in New York, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But that's today's news, or most recent news, I guess. Man, dude, you gotta.
Well,
you gotta,
South Korea was like under.
I was gonna say you gotta
military.
hit up more meme pages on the social medias. There's all sorts of funny shit out there about it, in my opinion. But anyway, point being, fuck yeah, dude, we're rocking this shit out. So, I don't know how to end these things ever. It's fucking good enough, right?
Yeah, hit us
We're gonna
up.
put some
so we can do
fucking
some more
music
shit.
over this shit.
Tell your friends, tell your family.
Yeah.
I want your grandma listening to this shit while you're opening presents.
Send us
Christmas
your
morning.
mom jokes or pictures of your mom. And
Yeah,
if you have
if you know
scantily clad pictures
if
of
you
your
know
mom,
Brad's
I don't
mom.
ask. We just want to see it.
Yeah.
And then just call up Brad's mom.
Yep. Fucking shout out to Brad's mom. Hell yeah. Fucking take care. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.